Well, greetings and welcome into Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 90 today. That's right, the big 90. We are glad that you are with us, ready to enjoy clothes-free living for all the right reasons. We are always clothes-free in the studio, and if you can be clothes-free while listening, so much the better. If you're at the public library or the post office or at work, perhaps you cannot be, but if you can be, feel free to dive in and let's enjoy clothes-free living for all of the right reasons for the next hour. I don't know about you, but I hear some music that can only mean one thing. It's time for the great, the terrific, the completely clothes-free and fully smiling, our naturism correspondent, the terrific Lisa Monroe.
I think it would be fun, and it's kind of surprising to me that people are, well, not surprising, but kind of especially people have actually asked that we do a full show, just us. And so I have no problem with it. I think we usually both talk enough that we can handle an hour.
Yes, you certainly do. Oh, you said both of us. I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
Yes, I hear all the time.
Well, each of us spent a lot of years in other careers where speaking was a big part of what we did in terms of communicating to people. So it's not as though we just woke up, in July of 2023. Hey, why don't we start a podcast? How do we speak? How do we
Yeah,
communicate? We already had that down cold, didn't we?
we certainly did because I mean that was after probably about a few years of the first part of my career. From that point on, it was all engaging with people and talking, and so it was. Yeah, you get used to it, and you just kind of learn to do it off the cuff without having to think about it.
And with that, Lisa Monroe, go out there and have a great close-free week. We'll see you next time.
You too, Frank, and I hope everyone has the same.
All right. Well, again, you're listening to Naked Nudists and Naturists, episode 90 today. And now let's get to part 2 of my interview with the gentleman from Michigan. We are talking to the gentleman from Michigan today. We've read his emails before on the show. He is an attorney. He said that we can tell you that. It gives you a little bit about his background and just how his mind works. It works like an attorney, whatever that means, by the way, because attorneys are individuals too. But you have a different outlook on life because you're probably thinking in terms of no matter what you do, is this legal or not? It just even subconsciously, like, well, I can't do this because it might be illegal. The average person off the street might not give it as much thought as you. I mean, is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think so, and that's a big portion of, I think, the issues that nudists and naturists face is that it is on its face illegal. I mean, almost everywhere it is illegal, or it's heavily regulated, and so everything that I do, as a nudist, everything that I do, kind of think about the legality and what would happen if I walked and got my mail right now, or what would happen I mean, going to the supermarket, or even just going into the forest or something. It's always that in the background, the legal thinking.
Not necessarily proud of that story, and but I have had a chance to pass it on to younger people. Like, okay, I know you think it's dumb and stupid, but
but you still got to do it.
Yeah, and you might have had that thought in college or law school, like, well, this is ridiculous. I'm never going to practice this part of the law. I have no desire to, but you still had to work hard and get it done, right?
Yeah. There's, I mean, especially in undergrad, because I think everyone remembers undergrad and all the stupid classes that, well, I'm not going into this. Why do I need to learn,
Yeah.
This or that, or and take these electives that have nothing to do with education at all. But yeah, I'll learn how to knit.
That's true. All right. Well, it's been great to have talked to you today. We've been looking forward to this for a very long time, based on your emails and our back and forth through the emails. We've been talking to the gentleman from Michigan. We've talked about him a lot before, read his emails. We don't have a website to get out. He's an attorney. We can't give you his name or his office number. So we really appreciate you coming on. And we're going to have you back on down the road if that's okay with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. The gentleman from Michigan, maybe one of these days we'll actually get to meet in person if I head up there. And gentlemen from Michigan, go out there and have a great clothes-free day. We'll talk again soon.
Thank you, Frank. You as well.
Thank you. The very terrific gentleman from Michigan. He has a lot to say. Very bright guy. He's an attorney, and we will definitely have him on again down the road. And we thank the gentleman from Michigan for being on these last two shows. And on the next two shows, which will be episodes 91 and 92, we will speak to Rick from Kick-Ass Nudists in Florida. Well, you've been listening to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 90 today. We give you a brand new show every Saturday morning at 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. Continue to join us. Check us out on our website, nakednudistandnaturist.com, Spotify, Google, Amazon/Audible, Apple Podcasts, and also on Twitter. You can write us anywhere, anytime, any place. And we thank you for being with us today. Plan to join us for every single one of our shows here and have your clothes off when you're listening. We have our clothes off when we're broadcasting, enjoying the naturist life.
We celebrate clothes-free living for all. Remember to enjoy being naked and join us again for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists.
We drop a brand new show every Saturday morning, so come back and join us. Have your clothes off when you do for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists. Have a great clothes-free day.